Alright, in this video, I don't want to talk about a Kobe Bryant, Illuminati conspiracy. I don't want to talk about, was Kobe on nofap or was Kobe doing semen retention. I don't want to spin this any way to get views, guys. But I do want to talk about this. Alright, I do want to talk about the Mamba mentality. I do want to talk about, why so many people fuck with this guy. I want to talk about that type of the story. Like, there's people saying that, there was like a Twitter post where people were saying he was going to, die in a plane crash before it happened. They're trying to spin it in this conspiracy way. And there's, other things, that I don't want to go into that, might come up more and more and more. But I don't want to spin it in any way right now to try to capitalize on views or anything. Literally, I just want to post this fucking video because everybody's paying attention to this shit right now. So if I can at least put something into the brains of the people that are paying attention to this shit that will, better the world, then that's awesome, alright? So fuck all that Illuminati conspiracy shit. Fuck trying to spin it like he was on nofap or semen retention for my channel or any of that shit, alright? Kobe Bryant, I read a bunch of books on this guy when I was growing up because I was like into basketball and stuff. And basically, he would spend so much fucking time working in the gym. It was basically like he gave his whole life to the sport. Now, whether it was his passion or he just wanted to be the best and he just wanted to win at something in life, that's debatable, right? But I don't want to go deep into that stuff. What I basically want to talk about here is you have two choices in life, guys. You can be the observer type that tries and samples a bunch of different things, who becomes a renaissance man who's good at multiple things, or you can narrow down and be a legend at one thing. And if you become that legend at one thing, you will be known like Kobe Bryant. Now, if I go on Google right now and I type in Kobe died, let's just see. 123 million results. So this guy was huge. If I type in Kobe Bryant by itself, you're looking at 280 million results. So over 50% of the results, almost like 45, 47% of the results are literally just from his death. This man literally affected the whole entire world because he was able to rise to the top by focusing on one thing at a time. Now, I'm not going that route in my life. I've sampled a bunch of things in my life. That's why I'm 26 and I got a YouTube channel with 900 subscribers and my business I'm trying to get launched. Well, if I went all business from when I was young, it would have already been launched. I would have been in a Lamborghini right now. If I would have went all in with music, I would have been Justin Bieber right now. You understand? Justin Bieber's younger than me. So I just want to paint the picture there. You have two choices in life. Now, if you got lucky and found that one thing, I suggest you stick with it. Just because you'll be able to change the world and affect the whole world like Kobe Bryant. But if you are sampling a bunch of things, I recommend that you cut out all the other fun stuff in your life because you have less time to master something. So I recommend that you really, really stick with the next thing that you try because you can master a bunch of things, but you have to master them all one at a time. All right? And if I look up the Mamba mentality and get a breakdown from the source, the Mamba mentality, Kobe Bryant introduces the 5 key emotions of Mamba mentality. Honesty, detachment, optimism, passion, and fearlessness. Alright, so honesty, staying real to who you are, detachment from the outcome, optimism that, things will work out and everything's for the better, right? Passion and fearlessness. Well, I'm going to tell you this much. He definitely had the passion because he was being honest to himself about what the fuck he wanted to do. And he was optimistic that he would be like one of the best, but he was detached from needing that outcome, and that's what made him fearless. So that is a dope ass mentality. The Mamba mentality is a mindset for constant self improvement in the pursuit of your highest potential in life. Which, guys, even if you're not focusing on one thing, even if you're sampling a bunch of things, have the Mamba mentality. All right, you gotta understand. Like, basically, at the end of the day, a lot of wisdom is coming through this man because he was so dedicated to his craft. When you are dedicated to your craft, or you are dedicated to becoming your highest potential, just in general, wisdom of the universe comes through you. You know, just like if you meditate like a monk, they're dedicated to their consciousness, right? They have access to the halls of a mentee, or whatever you call it. What are they? What's another word for it? The the halls of a mentee. The other word for that is um maybe that's not what I was trying to say. But it's in Think and Grow Rich, where he talks about the access to universal knowledge. But what people call it, I'm looking for the other word, but if it escapes me right now, it escapes me. Damn, you know, I feel a really heavy presence right now. I don't know if you guys do as well, but I feel a very heavy presence on the earth. Now, it could just be my girl because she's in the next room feeling sad for Kobe and his daughter that died. But it could just be because of the whole world. Because I remember when 9/11 happened, I felt it around the whole world. If I type in 9/11 on Google, you get almost a billion. September 11, 2001. Yeah, you get 2.7 billion. So as you can see, Kobe Bryant's life, he had like almost 500 million, which is basically like 20% of what September 11th had an effect on people. Think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. So, if you go all in on one thing and you become a master at something, you have a chance of, you know, and it's just basketball, right? But you have a chance of being like 20% as impactful as something like 9/11, which, by the way, will be the thing that leads to a new world order. 9/11 will be the thing that changes the whole face of the earth, gets the new world order, whatever, right? Kobe Bryant only played basketball, and he's 20% as important as 9/11 is to the whole world, basically, if you look at it like that. And he's just it's gonna keep growing. It's probably gonna be a lot more results. This is just day one. You see what I'm saying? So really, really think about that for a second. The impact you want to have on this world, guys. Like, I feel it. I feel it in the air. Like, people are feeling sad, like, around the world. People, like, we lost, like, a real one today, you know? And you can really feel it. And it really takes narrowing down your focus. Even if you're sampling a bunch of things, you have to narrow down your focus, alright? I think the Mamba mentality is super fucking dope, guys. And this just motivates me, you know? I put so much time and energy into becoming my greatest self, but it's all scattered, right? What we can take from Kobe is he focused down and made something of himself out of just a regular game, just like a basketball game. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he put a spotlight on that character, on that Mamba mentality. You see what I'm saying? So he glorified this highest potential of life, literally through just a game. So that's what we can take from him, guys. And on that note, I'm out, bro. I'm out.